Hi, everybody. It's Mark Sellers, author of The Funnel Principle, named a top 10 best book to read by Selling Power Magazine, and Blind Spots, The Hidden Killer of Sales Coaching, named a highly recommended book to read by Selling Power Magazine. Both are available on Amazon.com. Check them out. If you work for a company like many companies that operate on a fiscal calendar year, then you've just entered today, October 1st, the first day of Q4, the last quarter of 2020, a year that for many people and many businesses can't come to an end fast enough. It's like playing around at golf and you start off with a bogey and then you go double, triple, and you're saying, oh my gosh, I can't get to the end of this front nine fast enough so I can hopefully have a much better back nine. It's been a challenging year for everyone, even if you have been doing well in this pandemic, and some companies have, and a lot of companies have not. I want to give you today some tips on how you can get to the finish line, the end of this year, and have a gold medal draped around your neck or the necks of all of your salespeople, if you are a manager or if you're the VP of sales. So it's very simple, it's straightforward, but it's called the GAP plan. I've been doing a lot of funnel audits with my clients the past several weeks, as I do every week. These are the monthly funnel inspections we have with the salespeople, one-on-one calls. And one of the things that we have been emphasizing is the GAP plan. Everybody we've been doing these calls with still has a gap. Nobody's achieved their quota yet for the year. Everybody has a gap, a budget gap, a quota gap. And the question is, what is your GAP plan to get to the finish line and raise those arms high and do a high five and achieve your quota? So one of the things we want to do in these monthly conversations, what you should be doing in your monthly conversations from here on out to the rest of the year, is asking your salespeople, what is your plan? So a couple of things. Number one, they've got to be very specific as to what the plan is. They can't just say they're going to work hard and call on this account and maybe some things are going to happen. What you should be doing is looking at the pipeline and identifying specific deals within specific accounts that the salespeople will be focused on and will prioritize and say, I've got to drag that deal across the finish line because it's worth $73,000 to me. And I've got to drag this deal across the finish line because it's worth $42,000 to me. So they've got to be very specific in terms of accounts and opportunities that they're going to work. And I started with closing because we're running out of time to do anything else. But start there. Identify specific deals that they are going to close and add up the dollar value of those deals. And hopefully you get closer and closer to eliminating the gap. If you've run out of all the deals you can close, the next thing you can do is look at deals that are maybe not closable today, October 1, but maybe through some good selling effort, some creative, aggressive strategies for pricing, for bundling, whatever, you can get them one big step closer to being closable. So that's the second thing I would do. Identify those deals that may not be closable today, October 1, but you can do some creative, aggressive things to get them one big step closer to being closable. Maybe closable in 60 days, maybe closable in 30 days. So identify those. But again, specifics. I'm going to move that deal from stage 3 to stage 4 because it's worth $55,000. And that's going to get me $55,000 closer to closing my quota gap. And I'm going to work on this deal that's worth $18,000 for the same reason. So make them be very specific in terms of the deals, the accounts, the dollar value, add it up, and hopefully they can add up to a number that eliminates the quota gap for the year. That's the GAP plan. Specificity, close what's closable, move what can be moved, and eventually close still in the 90 days remaining. Good luck with that as always. Good selling, be well, and be safe.